Rants, the show in which I rant about whatever aspect of the world is annoying me lately. I'm your host, ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero, the internet's loneliest D-list personality, and today's rant we'll be talking about the disaster that is YouTube's copyright system. So let's get right into it. Now, unless you've been living under the rock, over the last month or so, several channels have been hit with false copyright claims. Channels like Chibi Reviews, Channel Awesome, and Sargon of Akkad. Some have even had their channels taken down entirely, like I Hate Everything, and the Fine Brothers tried to monopolize the entire reaction video genre by trademarking the word React and creating the React World program, and filing takedown notices to anyone that used the word React. So, suffice to say, it's been a crazy few weeks or so when it's come to copyright and fair use on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure the question you're all wondering is, where is the fair use? So today, I'm going to be detailing my own experiences dealing with YouTube's horrendous copyright system. So, let's get into it. Now, I created my YouTube channel in 2007, and I've been doing this for 9 years. And I never thought I would have to deal with YouTube's copyright system. I mean, let's be honest, YouTube's copyright system has always been atrociously awful. Let's be honest. But in the last month or so, it's gotten really, really bad. I didn't think that I would have to deal with it because the channels I was talking about were not aware of me. So, I didn't think getting falsely flagged would ever happen to me until it did. I basically made a video where I talked about a news article on thedaily.com which exposed both Life in a Tent and Megan Lee Hart for paying almost $1,000 to bot 3 rival YouTube channels. Those channels included Happy Cabby, Yogscast, and Dire Boris. Now, as we all know, botting is extremely against YouTube's community guidelines. That is way over it. And I basically made a video exposing them for doing it. Within minutes of the video being up, it was falsely flagged under the guise of bullying and harassment by a bot account known as the Truth Justice, who was working for Life in a Tent and Megan Lee Hart. And so I tried to counsel so as a result of that, my video was taken down and I got a strike on my account. I tried to appeal my case to YouTube, stating that it was under fair use, stating that it was not slander, stating that I had evidence to back up what I was saying. It wasn't me just making things up and pulling stuff out of my ass. And I tried to also explain that the Truth Justice was a bot account. No videos, no activity, no nothing. And they didn't care. They didn't listen. They basically rejected my counter appeal, and so the video was taken down, unfortunately. And that was my first experience with it, and that's when I truly realized how broken YouTube's copyright and fair use system was. Back in 2014 when I started editing my videos and I would put music in my title intros and as well as outros, and this was copyrighted music that I legally bought off of iTunes, by the way, and it didn't matter. I would get hit with multiple content ID claims. I would put in the description and in the credits of the videos themselves saying, I do not own the music. All of the audio content belongs to its rightful owners. It didn't matter. I still got content ID claims up the ass. And I felt that was not fair because I wasn't uploading the full songs in their entirety. I was only using like a portion of it, like 25-30 seconds. And I would still get hit with content ID claims. When there's people out there that and I'm not talking about the Vivo branded channels, by the way. There are channels out there that will upload songs and albums in their entirety and nothing ever happens to them, but if you use a portion of a copyrighted song, you get hit with a content ID claim. It's bullshit, honestly. I made a video on Basherverse, the popular Minecraft YouTuber, when it had come out that he was creepily lusting after his underage female fans, and people were accusing him of being a pedophile. I used his video under the guise of fair use. I was using it for commentary and criticism. I was giving my opinion on him. I was giving my opinion on it, criticizing him for it, while at the same time sprinkling in a little comedy. And within minutes of the video being up, it was claimed by Machinima, and they blocked it worldwide. Now, why did they do this? They didn't do it because I was infringing on their copyright. No. They took it down because they simply didn't like it. And that's a trend with the YouTube copyright system. Companies and individuals don't use it to actually take down videos that infringe on their copyright. They use it to take down videos that they don't like and they don't agree with. Now, Machinima already has quite a notorious reputation for bullying content creators into lopsided contracts. And I was stating my honest opinion. I was being critical. And I got flagged for it. And I got hit with a copyright notice. So I had to take the video down. I re-uploaded it months later. Still got pulled. And on both cases, I tried to file a counterclaim to YouTube stating that it was under fair use. And Machinima didn't retract the claim. They thought it still stood. So the video had to be taken down twice, which just sucked because I put a lot of time and effort into that video, and the fact that my hard work was essentially tampered with really pissed me off. And I'm not the only one that's had to deal with this. My best friend Eric Pugh, aka Kinrai Q on YouTube, was falsely hit with copyright strikes back in the day. The first was when he did a commentary on the Irate Gamer. Yes, the Irate Gamer, you know, back when he was still relevant. And let me tell you, it was a great commentary. It was excellent. And I'm not just saying that because he's my best friend. It was legitimately a good commentary. And honestly, if I can find it somewhere, I believe it's on Dailymotion, I'll make sure to re-upload it. It's fantastic. He made a video criticizing the Irate Gamer, one of the Irate Gamer's reviews. It was great, right? But Chris Boris didn't like what my friend Eric had to say, and so through his production company, Y2B Productions, filed a false copyright claim against Eric and had the video pulled. And again, it was completely under fair use. It was commentary and criticism falls under fair use, which is what his commentary was, and it didn't matter, it was pulled. Shortly after that, he made a Kirby parody, and that was also flagged, not by Nintendo themselves, but by the company that was producing a Kirby cartoon series in Japan. Even though they completely forgot that parodies also fall under fair use. And that video is a pull. So he got 2 strikes on his account, even though his videos file well under fair use. And as such, he doesn't do commentaries or parodies anymore. And I talked with him on the phone about this. The reason he doesn't is because he doesn't want to risk his channel getting shut down. Because all it takes is one of these disgruntled assholes, one of these dickwads, to not like something that someone else says, and your channel's wiped from existence. And he does not want to risk that, so he doesn't do that. He doesn't do commentaries or parodies anymore. And it sucks to see somebody that is so creative, that has a lot of talent, that wants to actually create something, get stifled and screwed over by these companies and individuals who are so butthurt and don't like something somebody has to say about them. It sucks. It really sucks. While there are channels out there that are actively violating YouTube's community guidelines, like the numerous prank channels that are sexually harassing and assaulting women and pretending to kill someone else's best friend, but their videos get to stay up. Nothing happens to them. Or the numerous reaction channels that just steal content from other people and re-upload it onto their channel and make money off of it. Nothing happens to them. Or the numerous amount of freebooters, people like Soflo Antonio that steal content from other people, don't give them credit, and nothing happens to them. Their videos stay up. And that's really weird to me, because the people that are actively violating YouTube's community guidelines, their videos get to stay up, but the people that are being critical and following the rules and using videos under the realms of fair use, they're the ones getting punished. To me, that is just so unfair, and it really just goes to show how broken YouTube's copyright system is. This is bullshit. People that are being critical, that are actively following the rules of YouTube, should not be punished. Again, there are channels that are actively violating community guidelines, and you do nothing to stop them. I shouldn't have to tell you what your own community guidelines are, and what's fair use and what's not fair use. You know? It's ridiculous, honestly. Like, when I re-uploaded a mirror titled The Best of Low Tier God, Low Tier God himself threatened to have my video flagged, even though it was a mirror. I said I didn't own it, and I gave credit to the person who originally uploaded the montage. I said I didn't own it, right? And it has the word mirror in the title, which basically should tell you that it's not my video. I don't own it. And I'm saying that I don't own it. I give credit to the person that originally uploaded it. But he wasn't threatening to take it down because it was infringing on his copyright. No. He wanted to take it down because he didn't like it. He didn't like what I had to say. You know, he didn't like that he was being portrayed in that way, even though he dug himself into that hole. And that's why companies and individuals love the YouTube copyright system, because they can easily abuse it and exploit it to their own benefit, and nothing happens to them. There really needs to be harsher penalties for companies that abuse the YouTube copyright system. And the penalties are harsh. Rules are in place to punish people that abuse it, but they're never enforced. And the reason for that is because these companies and individuals, they're making shit tons of money off of it, which are benefiting YouTube and Google, which is the parent company of YouTube. So they're not going to take it down. They're not going to question it because they're making loads of money off of it. You know? So, but the channels that aren't making them as much money or making them no money, they don't give a shit. They'll just take down videos and that'll be that, you know? And it's really evident due to the fact that YouTube practically has no competition. They're practically the only game in town. They're the largest video sharing website on the internet and practically the only one. Sure, there's Dailymotion and Vimeo, but in terms of worldwide reach and audience, they don't come anywhere close to YouTube. So we're kind of stuck here dealing with the faulty copyright system. And it's bullshit, and we shouldn't have to deal with it. The videos that are under fair use, the people that are being critical shouldn't be punished, and the people that are actually violating the community guidelines should be punished. But that's not the site we live on. That's not what YouTube is. It exists to benefit. It exists to benefit the people that are stealing and the people that are actually doing wrong, and it doesn't benefit the people that are actually following the rules. And then that's really what it is. Now, I know I'm a small channel. I don't have any reach or pull or any sort of you know, I don't have any reach, or I don't have any pull, I don't have any sort of following. But I feel like as content creators, we need to speak up about this, because this issue is very important. Where is the fair use? Where is it? You know, we need to talk about this. We can't sweep it under the rug and pretend it doesn't exist, because if we do, these companies and individuals and YouTube itself will continue to walk all over us, because they're essentially bullying smaller content creators because they can. And we cannot stand for it. We need to continue to talk about it and bring awareness to it. Because if we can bring awareness to it, eventually, hopefully, something can be done about it. Look what happened with the Fine Brothers when they tried to do the whole React World thing. That blew up in their faces. It backfired. So it really goes to show that content creators are sick and tired of being abused and bullied. You know? YouTube's copyright system is a disaster, and it needs to be fixed. It needs to be massively reworked. Because as it is now, it's a disaster that benefits companies and individuals and screws over the smaller content creators. And I'm sorry to the people. No, actually, I'm not sorry to the people I'll offend by saying this, but it's the truth. And I'm just expressing my honest opinion. But that's all I gotta say. This is ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero, signing out. Deuces. Stay frosty and keep it weird. Woo! Cue the random explosion effect.